Everything you say to me takes me one step closer to the edge when I'm about to break.
Hey, look, it's a little dead meme.
And as darkness sets on yet another venture, two heroes venture further into the abyss to find bullshit for us to talk about. It is I, Tom Sweeney, and my fellow nigga, some black guy. I try to do I try to do a Soul Calibur intro where it's like two niggas dying before the eclipse of time, and it's like, what the fuck is going? I'm just gonna fight somebody. Why isn't so methodical?
Bro, that shit would always throw me off.
I would love it. I'd be excited to hear what he's going to say.
The battle begins. Yeah, it's like epic, but it's also like
it definitely will fuck your vibe up.
There's like, I feel like, especially in the original Soul Caliburs, there was no lore in the there was lore, but you always have to read the lore, and so there's like a guy talking as if like there's deep lore presented, and it's not in the game. I'm like, hey. How about a story mode or something? Because like that guy just seems like he should be doing something else. He's just saying a couple of things.
He's only there to intro the beginning of the fight, and then you don't hear shit. He doesn't even say game. He doesn't even it just says fight or it says like KO when people are done. He doesn't even say like game over or something like that. He just says those intros, and then that's it.
I think he gives because it's been a while since I've played Soul. I've been delaying buying Soul Calibur 6. I think it's 6. Even though it costs like no money right now.
That game is old. That game was old before it was 2020. That game has been old for a while, dude. I've had that game and haven't played it in years. That's how long ago.
I fell off of Soul Calibur at like whichever one was on Xbox 360.
That's the one that had Vader, 3? Right? I think it was 4 or 5, bro.
It was maybe 4 then. Maybe it was 4.
Was that the one with Vader?
I didn't even,
or Yoda?
Was it? It must have been Vader, I guess. I guess it must have been Vader. I don't even remember, but I would always just pick like the same people. I would be Ivy because she had she cheeked up, had pretty, you know.
It's gonna clap.
Nice.
Everybody that's
nice
watching
cannons.
Let us get us a clap. Ivy had the biggest titties ever, bro. Ivy
big titties, nice ass.
Look, I'm not an animated woman guy. I'm not. I've always been like, people that do that shit are kind of strange to me. I've always kind of, never let them stay at my house, never let them touch the same shit I'm gonna touch. But like, you gotta respect Ivy's design. You just gotta give respect where it's deserved. And it's like, this bitch. Her titties got bigger and bigger and bigger until Xbox, and then they kind of reined them back in because the first one she had big breasts for a regular person, and then in 2 they were like, all right, this is large. These are large, and then 3 it was just ridiculous, and I was like, you know what? I'm okay with this. I'm here for whatever I'm gonna see.
They did good. She has very nice proportionate parts. She was always like playing her was just a pleasure. It wasn't about like no, she was good too, and that's the thing. She was actually a good character. She was actually kind of good, but I didn't really care. Her just looking at her overshadowed her actual fucking like kit. You know what I mean,
bro? She had a whip. She had a whip sword, and she had
dope.
Big old titties, and that was all first stage of puberty me needed. That's all I know. I was like, this is enough to keep me in the game. I'm gonna play this. But welcome to the Snark take. We didn't even do that part. What's going on? It's
how
us.
Y'all doing?
It's us, bro. We're here. We're back. Another episode. Chris is still dead.
Yeah,
he's still not alive. So until he crawls out the abyss, it's just gonna be it's just two niggas just trying to make our way through the world. Hopefully, no one gets hurt.
Yeah, someone will get hurt. We'll make sure of it. Actually, I'm sorry. Someone is going to get hurt. It's probably be some dude listening to this on his bicycle. He seemed like, oh, that was really funny, and then he gets hit by an F-150.
Oh my God! Please look, if you're on your bicycle, please watch out for F-150s, guys. All right, don't get hit by F-150s. All right, please. I'm begging
fucking
you.
bro that puts in that. You know, you remember you've heard of that coaling thing, right? Or it's called like I think it's called coaling, rolling coal. Have you heard of that?
No, I haven't.
It's these degenerates that essentially, you know, they don't believe in they just believe in harassing people. That's their fucking political that's their affiliation is just harassing people. I don't even think they give a fuck about anything else. But they put like some sort of gas or something in their engine. They do something. They put something. I don't know exactly what they do. Right?
Sounds so ridiculous. All right, continue.
No,
Continue.
They put something. I don't know exactly what they do, but they put some shit that it burns off, like it makes sick, like thick black smoke come out of their exhaust, and it fucks people up. Usually they'll be in front of they'll put their fucking shit, like their tailpipe and everything, into a store, and it'll just blast it into a store, or people on bikes riding by, and then they'll fucking just roll coal in them, and they'll get all in the dude. It's so fucked up, dude. It's so fucked up. And some teenager rolling coal killed a fucking bicyclist. And I think he got let off with like a slap. I think they didn't even put him in jail. It was in one of those. It's in one of those. It's in one of those states. It's in one of those states. You know what I mean? It's in, you know,
fucking yeah, one of those states where it's like he's just a kid. You know, it's no big deal. You know, it's no big deal, bro.
No big deal.
I love the idea. Like, I know it's petty, and I'm no longer that person because I've grown up. But like the idea of people just existing to bother other people is so funny to me, because it's just like it's just a simple life.
They're so terrible. They're
terrible, monsters,
though.
But they're fucking hilarious, dude. It's like the kids that just exist to make fun of other kids. Like he just walks around looking for people to make fun of. It's just like, dude, what is wrong with you? But also,
we've accepted that there's some people are just monsters.
There's not good people. That's it.
Yeah, there's some people that can't be redeemed. Like some people just want to continue being monsters. It's not like they want to like. It's like those people that go to jail, they go to prison, and as soon as they get out, they do the same dumb shit the same day because all they just want to do is just cause mischief.
The moment, bro, they were free. They were free for 30 minutes, bro. Cousin jumped right back on that same bullshit, bro. And it's like I understand that some people, you know, it's a systemic thing at times, and it's a psychological
for some
thing,
people.
You know?
For some people, it's definitely
like,
systemic.
It's like, oh, this is how I live. You know, I can't live any other way. Like I can't make ends meet. You know, and those people exist. But there's also people who like go around putting like firecrackers in toilets and then blowing it up and killing people. You know, like people that just do people that drop bricks off fucking buildings because they're assholes and they're not even like evil. They're just fucking dickheads. So you know, like they exist. So I'm not gonna act as if anyone's exempt. But shit, dude, like, oh man, what topics we got today, dude?
Man, we got a couple of things going on. There's one thing that we just saw. So I went on Twitter. And I was like, what's going on? I see a picture of Pokimane. She's hanging out with Gideon, the streamer that was harassing her with the L+ ratio. With the raid, right? Then he got permabanned. I haven't seen an update to the story. I find it very strange that they're hanging out. I think one of them had a burger or something in their hand, but there's a picture of them together, and it's like this is really strange because she got him permanently banned from a platform where he can potentially make a lot of money. So the thing is, I was curious about that. I'm like, that's weird. I want to look into it more. So I type in the name Pokimane on Twitter and hit enter. The first thing that shows up is a degenerate just nutting on his phone with a picture of Pokimane with her tongue out on it. And look, it's not like this dude was just like, little nut, there. Like a couple of drops. It's still there.
That was the second thing.
Dude, I think everybody's telling each other. And just by them looking at that fucking picture, it's just bringing it to the top. Like, it's like this is getting so much engagement. It's putting it above other things. Because there's posts with Pokimane's name on it that have like thousands of likes, has this and this and that. But this one's at the top. And this guy, I think he was saving up for this because it's a healthy load. And it's one of those things that you see, you're like, I can't fucking believe this is showing up. And I guarantee you it's probably going to get bigger because, I don't know, Sweeney, do you remember this? Do you remember a few years ago, McChicken was trending on Twitter? Do you remember this?
I don't remember. What happened? I'm excited to hear what kind of bullshit transpired from this.
It might have been you. It was this long dick nigga was fucking a chicken sandwich. A McChicken. He fucking had it between his dick and he was fucking the sandwich. So everyone's like, why is McChicken trending? And they would click on it and they see this dude fucking a sandwich. This is what's kind of happening right now. It's like Pokimane. What's going on with Pokimane? This is dude just nutting all over his phone. But this is how it happens. This is how it happens, though. This is how it happens. I guess there's been some worse shit, though, too, that has been trending.
All right, guys. That's going to do it for today. We're going to...
Well, you gotta do more Pokemon research.
Yo, this dude, fuck, oh my god. Okay, so for me, I think it's weird that Ginny is just hanging out with Pokemon.
Too bad the people too bad the people. It looks like now my tweet is moved up in the rankings. I had to go check. So now when I typed it in, I don't know if it has bias because it's me, but when I typed in Pokimane again,
yeah, it's
you.
Now
it's her 5 hours ago, and then now it's me.
It's you now.
Because I had to let people know, search Pokimane on Twitter, and the first thing that popped up was a dude nutting on his phone with a picture of Pokimane on it.
That guy's fucking Slippery Pete. He fucking found it. We found
Slippery Pete.
All right.
I can't believe, dude. I got this.
I'm fucking crying, dude.
What's just the thing that trips me out the most, I guess, is just like that's a fool. Like, it's like he's. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of load you dispense when you're actually like when you're with a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like. I feel like this dude.
He's passion, bro.
I saw.
There's passion behind that nut, bro.
That's what I'm saying. This
Could
looks
you
like
imagine
the kind of
he
thing
would
where
have his phone out his hands? He would have came and knocked the phone out his head. That's how much force he would have had and knocked it out. Fuck! I broke my phone.
Not again. These phones are fucking weak.
Jesus Christ, man! I gotta get my industrial. He has that OtterBox on his phone so he doesn't break it because how forceful his nuts are. I forgot we were my group. They called it the Juggernaut, the one where you just hold on to it. It's a potent one. That one is definitely getting you a kid. You gotta watch when you shoot a Juggernaut.
I hope Pokimane acknowledges.
I hope this blows up. I hope this gets out of hand. No, I don't.
Bro,
No, I don't. I don't hope it gets out of hand.
Bro, hold on a second.
What?
The algorithm just did something right now.
What happened?
Like, it just switched up. Because I'm looking at it right now, and then somebody else that has like 78 likes, and the same person with a different photo.
Someone else is nutting on another.
It's the same account, and it's like, from yesterday. It says February 2nd. It's a different one. It's a different photo.
We can't make this.
You see it? This is insane.
Yo, I can't even begin. Yo, okay, guys.
Let's move on.
What
is going on with the algorithm? Why is it pulling it up though? Okay. Dude, there's another picture of a different account.
Now there's another one of it happening?
There's another and a different account. I scrolled down just a little bit and it's a dude named Jeff Tributes starting a hashtag come tribute thread. And it's just a picture, a printed out picture. It looks like an actual picture. Dude, the algorithm's fucked up right now. For some reason, it's focusing on nut right now.
Okay, Snark Tank. We can't have an entire episode of laughing at the fact that, because this is kind of, you are welcome to do whatever you want, but I wouldn't be okay knowing that people just nut on pictures of me. I wouldn't be exactly okay with that. I know it probably happens. And you don't gotta tell me, but let's move on. What else has been cracking this week? If I'm not mistaken, something happened with Sam Hyde, right?
Well, I don't know if something necessarily happened. Going back, I guess a few weeks, Sam Hyde released like an hour-long video explaining how a documentary was supposed to come out featuring iDubbbz. iDubbbz and Sam Hyde, they collabed together, and they spent, I guess Sam Hyde and his crew spent a lot of money, and then iDubbbz just sat on the footage and did nothing, I guess, for like 9 months. So I guess like 3/4 of a year, and which is that's a long time to not put something out. So then Sam Hyde put some stuff out, and actually I didn't watch all of it; it was too long. But he just kind of elaborated on what the plan was and the stuff that was within their footage. So it showed a lot of stuff. And it was actually kind of funny when he was reading the bullet points of what he was going to be doing, and he was essentially going to be trolling iDubbbz. And I guess putting this stuff out convinced it was enough to bully iDubbbz into putting something out. But here's the thing. I'm speaking kind of ill on it because I haven't seen iDubbbz his video on his channel, and I could be totally wrong as far as the way I'm portraying it, because what if I watch it and Sam Hyde putting out his thing before? What if it was an elaborate ruse? What if this is like a huge meta thing, and we have like the wool's pulled over my eyes because I haven't checked and seen what's happening yet. But I haven't been listening to what people have been saying. I saw like people talking about it, but I didn't see. Did you see anything specific?
Not exactly. I didn't really. One of my friends brought up something involving Sam Hyde. I was like, I don't know who that is. I'm gonna
the $1 Million Extreme. You know who that is?
Nah, not a lick. I don't know, man. Like,
I mean, it's fucking like disturbed white people shit. That's his audience.
I'm not disturbed, nor am I white, so that's not exactly. I'm probably not gonna come across that shit. So like, I don't know. I didn't know what's going on. If it's important, I guess, guys, you guys can find us on Twitter, tag us and whatever, not tag us, tweet at us, and we'll figure it out. But is that all you know, Derek? Is that as far as it goes for you?
That's as far, because like it's just, I guess it's been like a huge deal, right? But something interesting happened though, that actually caused a little ripple or a tidal wave, essentially, because do you know Ian Nerd City?
Yeah, I know Nerd City.
Okay.
Oh.
So Nerd City and Clown Colossal is Crazy.
You talking about?
They were supposed to.
The video they put out.
Yeah. So they were supposed to release that forever ago.
Yeah, it's an old video. I know, because
Yeah, I'm not
the closest, but I am friends with Nerd City. I know him.
Right.
And I do know that J Station is the worst human ever. He's terrible. Terrible person.
He's a complete idiot.
He's a terrible creature. Like, the fact that he has fans that are children makes me sad. I want to cry.
Right. Well, they're the only people that would watch his videos.
But
because he's the one that does the
many of them. That's the thing.
No, right. No, I agree. It's most of his fans must be children because grown ass people cannot enjoy a conjuring Ouija board speaking to Juice World or speaking to the XXX Tentacion.
Bro, it's so disrespectful. Yo, it's so disrespectful, dude. I saw the video and I was cackling because I couldn't believe this man was real. He lied about his girlfriend dying. He lied about his girlfriend dying to do a Ouija board contacting. And before any of you bum bitches say shit about my girlfriend, mine is fucking real. Like, any of you bum bastards.
Say, is it any different, motherfucker? Is it any different?
Sly bitch. It's completely fucking different, all right, you bum bastards. My girlfriend's a real person. There's video proof of her existing, all right?
Okay.
You guys are absolutely fucking. Also,
I've seen the people that have the real footage. How are you going to deny the real footage when it stares you in the face? You remind me of the people who are denying that Joe is spreading misinformation.
Look, bro. Look.
What's up?
I don't have to lie about having a girlfriend, bro. In fact, most of the time I wish I didn't. But But
I still haven't seen proof. Show me.
Derek, you've met her.
Show me.
You guys know each other.
Show me. Call her. Call her right now. Put her on speakerphone.
I can't call her right now. I'm not on. You want me to call her right now on the podcast?
I mean, maybe you want to bring her on for the 100th episode.
Oh my god!
So we can see, so we can actually verify
episode. That.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let us. If you guys really want that to happen, let drop that in the comments on the YouTube and all the Spotify and all the other pod places. Do you guys want Lily on this episode? Look, if I bring her here and you guys ignore her, I'm gonna actually have a fucking episode. Like, I'm gonna really freak the fuck out. Because her being on here is such a, like, yo, y'all are not ready. She's not ready for this.
She's so ready.
She's not.
I want to go like rated fucking R X whatever.
Rated
I don't want
to.
Yeah, rated rated R. I don't want to pull any punches. No fucking censors.
You got to bring your lady on too. Then you got to bring your lady on too. Then
I gotta see what I can do. Because 100 episode, we gotta go all out on 100 episode.
Oh my god! All right, you should. We gotta figure out.
We'll talk about it behind the scenes. We'll talk about it behind the scenes.
We're gonna have some fuck shit. We're gonna have some fuck shit on for our 100th episode, right? It's gonna be.
We're fucking so close. This is episode 98.
It's terrifying, bro. It's terrifying. Oh man, Jesus Christ! I'm nervous now.
Maybe we should also nut on pictures of Pokimane for episode 100.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I have a girlfriend. I'll die. She'll kill me.
It's not like you're cheating if you're just nutting on your phone.
I'm showing my dude.
It's just a picture.
Hypothetical, Derek. Is it cheating if you send girls pictures of your cum? Is it cheating?
I mean,
like, think about it. Think about it.
Out of technicality. Kind of, yeah, because I guess it all depends on intent.
Yeah, it's true.
Look,
if it's your intention,
I would say more if because I feel like almost any woman, if you just sent her a picture of your cum, would not see it as anything sexual, and she would just be absolutely bothered. You know, like if it's just like without your piece connected to, if it's just literally like a puddle. Like, I feel like there's no way any chick is gonna enjoy that.
That's so fucking crazy. Because like if a girl sent you a picture of, or like a fucking picture of a cup of her vaginal drip, you know, like you know, be like, oh, what the fuck is going on? Like let's say your lady did that. Your lady did that to somebody. How would you feel?
I would be much more confused than mad.
I would just be like,
I'd
what
be
does
like,
this
why
mean?
would you do this? Like, why though? Like, did this freak ask for it? And then for some reason you obliged? Like, why would you do that? I feel like for sending something like that to a man would be more sexual because, there's some freaky dudes out there.
Yo, vaginal drip though? A cup of I'd be impressed if there's a cup of it. Like, if there was a full, I
gotta cut you off. I'm sorry, but there is a girl, and we talked about her. She is now a millionaire that selling jars of her farts, bro.
You're right.
She became a millionaire.
You're right.
Like, of course they bought Belle Delphine's bathwater. So I feel like it would be sexual for those freaky men, those men that are onto that shit. But like finding a woman that would be into like some gross shit like that is so fucking rare. And the problem is, even the ones that do exist, you'll never know because they won't say anything. They're not gonna tell a fucking soul that they have some weirdo fetishes unless like they really, really, really trust you. Like you have to be banging them for a while. Then it's like, oh, by the way, I love when you fucking spit in my nostrils and shit like that, or some weirdo shit where you're like, what? In your nostrils? And you need to fucking stick fucking uncooked biscuits up my ass, and like just crazy shit. Meanwhile, you go to fucking Home Depot down the block and ask a dude, hey, what kind of shit you into? Oh, I just like my nuts being smashed. I like a little shit on me.
Remember that video I sent you, the guy getting his balls stomped on? And I was just like, dude, you can hear his screams, but his screams sound happy. And that made me so sad that he had happy screams. He was screaming because he was elated that this woman in heels was jumping on his balls. Like, look, man, I don't believe in God entirely. I have moments of wavering faith, but I need someone to deliver me, bro. That's unbelievable.
I don't even know how they do it. Like, it's like, to me, they're just as ascended as a Buddhist monk. They're just as ascended.
No, they've descended. They're the opposite.
But they have the mind over matter technique, man. That's when you
This is the
that's
middle,
when you learn.
right?
You go to Tibet and learn that shit.
This is the middle, right? They've both descended this far back, but once you get to those points, you get the same level ups. It doesn't matter which path you take; you get the same abilities.
It's kind of like it's almost like the Force.
Exactly.
It's like you get the dark and the light side. You're still gonna learn some shit. You're still gonna inherit some specific abilities.
That is how they just have
differences.
They just have darker based abilities, but they still gain the overall the ability to have their genitals hurt without them being really damaged. Like, dude, I've gotten hit in the balls during sex and I've stopped. Like, that's actually happened to me before.
Right.
Like I got kneed. I've gotten like kneed mistakenly. I've gotten like slapped. There's one time my ex literally thought it'd be funny to grab and squeeze. And I was just like, I don't want to have sex anymore. And I was like, I don't want to have sex anymore. I'm not doing this. It's not fun.
Yeah, I've definitely like nothing like no hard squeeze, but even just like I've had a little squeeze, and I'm like, like they don't understand because their ovaries are in their fucking body.
They don't understand. They don't get it. But then when we make fun of their cramps, they get so fucking mad, and it's like, bro, can't be that bad. It can't be that bad, you get them. You get it every month. Get over it.
Some women they don't even fucking really get cramps, man. And I imagine those bitches, the other ones, the women that get them regularly and they're like really bad, they must hate those other women that just are like, I don't know, I don't really feel it that much. Whatever.
The simple fact that like I know guys that really believe that shit. They're like, yo, you get every month, get over it. It's like, bro, just chill out, man. Just chill, like. Just don't be rude. Just don't be rude. Like, just be respectful about it. Be like, oh, sorry.
It's a weird thing where it's like, it's weird to tell someone to get over it with some shit that you don't experience yourself. It's the way that
dude, it
how
happened,
many people.
It happened 200 years ago, dude. Just get over it, man. It happened 200 years ago. Why are you still mad about this thing that happened so long ago? It's like, all right, man, forget it. You're just not gonna understand. The fact that you even brought that argument up means you're just not gonna get me.
That's a tough one, man. That is a fucking tough one because there's like the whole like saying get over it is fucking retarded because there's the whole thing about like the whole like almost in every scenario there's like a never forget type of thing. Everybody says never forget. You know, it's how we go through history not forgetting and all that kind of stuff. So when people say like, oh, just kind of get over it, it's almost like telling them like to forget that shit. Where it's like, nah, I'm not gonna get over it. What you can do is not let it cripple you. That's the
Absolutely.
difference.
I get you on that.
Not let it cripple you, but you don't have to be like, oh, I'm never gonna think about that shit again because man, history is fucking disgusting. It's so ugly. It's so gritty. Humans are such big pieces of shit, man. Like for fucking money. All of this stuff started to make money. People sell your own fucking people to make money. They're like, it's disgusting when you think about it. And you don't want to think about it too much. You don't want to think about it too much because you think about like, imagine.
The idea is this, you know, like I very much so am someone that's very proud of my history. You know, I'm that guy. Also, it's Black History Month, so shout out to us, you know, for being black. Shout out to me. Shout out to me for being black. You know, don't ignore my Hispanic heritage. Just shout out to me for being black. Let's not talk about that right now. In May, I'll be happy about shit too. Don't worry.
That skin is from the motherland, bro.
Exactly,
that skin
bro.
is from the motherland. It came from there.
The appearance is African, so I'll take that and I'll run with it. But first of all, there shouldn't be a Black History Month at all. That's an insane invention. The fact that there is wild to me. But
it's just kind of like because I just want to say
it's also the shortest month of the year too.
There was an acknowledgement for a week, and then it was just like, well, can we at least extend it for a month? And at the point of how long it's been around, it should just be, well, shouldn't this just be American history? Like, can we just not? Can we not do this? Can we just? It makes it to the point. Also, we have these fucking degenerates that like on the first day, these dudes were like, oh, I'm going to call bomb threats to historical black colleges and shit. Like you have stuff like this happens because, you know, to the people that are like, you know, racism, there's a couple of people that think racism's over. They're living in Columbus and in Columbia and fucking, what's it? BioShock Infinite.
Oh my
God. They're living in the fucking sky. They think that everything's fine, but there's fuck shit going around behind the scenes. And I'm like, all right, whatever. But yeah, so weird shit happens because it brings out. Anyway, I don't want to get too into it. I'm sorry. What were you gonna say? You were saying something.
I'm just saying that like you should never allow history to dictate how you live, in any standard of measurement. But you should not forget it because when you forget history, when you say move on, you are inherently discrediting the people that went through that. You can't just say move on. You can't just say like, oh. Because think of it like this. That was like 2.5 generations ago. You know, that shit was like a real problem for people. So to say like, oh, move on, get over it. It's like, all right, dude, my grandmother was getting hosed down in the street and bit by dogs. I'm just going to tell her, get over the trauma she felt about being attacked in the street. Is like, that's ridiculous.
You just start
you're so sad, Grandma. Oh my God. You were discriminated at work because of your skin color. Oh, where? The war on drugs took 3 of your sons and put them in jail. Where? You slowly watched your community fall apart. Oh no, look at you. Oh man.
But
it's the idea. That's the idea of like people that don't have experiences though. Because like you can talk to anyone that has any sort of proper experience in the world, and they'll be like, "Who the fuck told you that?" You know, like if someone gets assaulted, you're not gonna tell them just get over it. That's why PTSD is a real fucking thing. You know, people from the military, you don't get people from the military that go into war.
Whatever, you little bitch. So your best friend got fucking blown up and his brain sprayed all over your fucking face. Get over it, bitch.
Oh man, your friend helped you up over a ledge and he got shot in the head while doing it, and then his body fell on top of you and you got taken in an encampment and you were tortured for 3 years until America finally sent money to get you. Oh man, stop bitching, bro. You're back home. You made it. Good luck.
Well, you're an American hero. Thank you for your sacrifice.
Bo, give him the medal.
Give
him a medal, Bo.
Give the medal. Then Bo just keeps it.
Bo's like, no. Bo gets in his face real close. No, nigga, I'm keeping this shit, bro. Fucking keeping this shit, but it's mine, son. What you gonna do? You broken, nigga. You broken. You not fixed. You ain't getting shit from me, son. You ain't getting shit, son.
He starts making like fucking bomb noises and blah, 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 blah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Well, that's enough, Bo. That's enough,
Bo. Calm down,
Bo.
Yeah,
calm down now.
I forget Bo was from the hood, so he doesn't take any of that bullshit. I'm real sorry about that.
No, excuse me. Me and Bo gotta go fuck up the water and Flint some more. we got
Me and Bo got some people to ruin. See you later. And Bo's like pussy. You scared? You got a purple heart? Oh, too bad, pussy. I got a purple heart. You don't got shit.
He's like doing the stolen valor shit. He's just wearing all their stuff.
He's wearing all of their medals.
But he's also wearing like a beard and a turban and
This little dog. What kind of dog was Bo again?
Let's look it up. He's not that small. He
was like an Alaskan. He was some sort of water terrier, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's see. Bo Obama's
Bo Obama
is a what is it? Yeah, what kind of
Portuguese
water dog? Portuguese. We like I can't even do a good Obama.
Hey, we got Bo in Portugal. He was found in a house with 45 bodies stacked all over, and we took him in, and he became he told me about the power of drone strikes and how to bomb people. He informed me about uncalculated war efforts, and I really enjoy what Bo's done for me. He's made me a hardcore killer.
Hardcore killer. Good boy. Speak, Bo.
Yeah, nigga. Nigga, I'll bomb you, bitch. I'll fucking bomb you, nigga. My last name's Obama for a reason, bitch. I'll kill you.
Obama. Dude, this dog kind of looks like a person in a suit. Like, that's just on all fours. Like, if you look at this dog,
I've seen dog. What's it called? One of my old neighbors had this huge dog. It was called I forgot what it was. It looked similar to what Bo is, but they were bigger. And one time, me and my friends were high, and we saw it running, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's a man in a dog suit." And we ran to our house, and I remembered for years I had lived next to this person that had that dog. Like, whenever my dog would see that dog, my shepherd, it would go into panic mode. Because my dog was like, that doesn't look quite like a dog. It looked like if it stood up, it could be a person. Like, if it decided to just ream itself up, it could be like a furry. It's like that.
I feel like we talked about sun bears on my podcast before, because that's what sun bears remind me of.
Those were the biggest bear, right? And for a little while?
No, they're the ones that are fucking, they're like long. They have these weird fucking tongues for like...
Oh, they have the crest on their neck,
bugs.
Right?
Yeah, and then they're long, and when they stand up, it's like, oh, that's definitely a human in a suit. There's no way that's not a human in a suit. Like,
oh, they're short compared. They're short bears.
They're not fucking giant or nothing, but they just like the way that they're built. Like their torsos are so much longer up, and it's just like it looks like a human in a suit. Like, it doesn't look like it doesn't make sense.
You know what was just crazy? I just recently thought about, like, you ever thought about like like how many things existed on this planet before we got here? Because the planet was probably so genuinely like beautiful. It was way more dangerous. Don't get me wrong. Like, it was very dangerous. Right. But it was so pretty probably before humans fucked everything, dude.
It would be like, there's certain parts of the world that are the only reason they're not fucked up is because they're protected. Literally the only reason. You see these oil tycoons that are just like literally stopped by, they're like, God damn it. Like, it's like when you tell you see an attack dog and it's on the leash and it's just waiting to be let off to let go. That's what these fucking pieces of shit are like they can't wait to fuck up these lands, but they can't. It's protected,
bro.
And it's like
crazy.
so beautiful.
There's so many places like and I think there's beautiful human architecture. Obviously, I'm from New York City. I've seen Big Ben. You know, I've been to Chichen Itza. I've seen like Mexican pyramids. I've been to the Caribbean. The Caribbean is literally a dream come true. It's like a paradise place. You know, but like the natural beauty of the planet is like almost gone, like for real. Like it's not a thing. Like we living in America, we don't really have to go other places to have like a very comfortable life. And there's not much natural beauty left in this country compared to there was a time where you could come here off a boat and you'd have to go through brushes of trees and you'd hear all these wonderful birds and see all these like this beautiful flora and fauna. Like we don't have that anymore. It's like wild to me, dude. It's just like, dang, dude, we really fucked this planet up. Like the Great Barrier Reef Great Barrier Reef is the biggest thing I've ever seen in my life because that shit happened in my lifetime. It was so pretty. It was such a pretty thing. Like it was like the most beautiful. It was the most beautiful thing I ever seen in my life because I like fluorescent colors. I'm a dumb kid. Like magenta is one of my favorite colors. So like,
gay.
Don't judge me. But like I remember seeing it, I was like, oh, this is really, really, really beautiful. And my teacher was like, if we don't change the way we're polluting the planet, by the time you're like 25, it's not gonna look like this anymore. And then when I was 18, I saw a picture of it and it was all white and dead. And I was like, what the fuck? When I was a 6-year-old, I was admiring how pretty it was. And now it's just gone, dude.
Yeah, like, it's pretty isn't it like funny to see people deny certain things that are so egregiously obvious. I remember when I was younger, I had a stupid argument with my brother. My brother is like a genius, and he's he's socially, he's like one of those people. He's a genius to the point where like everybody's like stupid to him. And I was telling him about some stuff that I heard anecdotally, essentially, and he was so like annoyed because I was talking about climate stuff. And then he was just started doing this fax machine shit, just like, no, this, that. And he was talking about the permafrost melting and all this shit. And I'm like, oh, I'll be damned. You know, I was just looking all this stuff out that is so obvious that the climates are changing so fucking drastically and things are being fucked up at an alarming rate. And it's like, how are people, it's so crazy when you can just like see shit like, hey, look at this. This used to be frozen all the time. Now it's not. And some scientists are like, we're worried that it might unearth some diseases that were long gone, you know? And then then you have some fucking like Jordan Peterson came on fucking Joe Rogan's podcast the other day, and he's like, fucking fracking is like totally chill, bro. Like it's totally perfectly and fucking Joe Rogan was like, I'm pretty sure it fucks things up, man. Like I'm pretty sure it fucks me over. And then he was like, Jordan Peterson was like, hardly. And he's like, no. Joe Rogan was pushing back, like, no, bro. And then Jordan was like, everything messes up everything. Like, it was the most childish, fucking stupid. I'm like, who's paying this guy? Which big oil motherfucker, fracking motherfucker is just like putting pockets and piles of money in this guy's in his pants?
It's insane. It's when you deny like hardcore evidence. It's for me, it makes me shudder, you know, like to just, because like there's a difference between ignorance and just stupidity, like sheer stupidity. Yeah, like everyone on this planet is ignorant to a certain degree, even the smartest people, because there's just some things you're not going to experience, you know, when you're like,
right.
But when you're
absolutely
given like straight up facts, like I know, dude, I had a manager at Starbucks, dude, bodybuilder, fucking jarhead, ex fucking military. And I was talking to him about climate change. And I was like, no, climate change is very apparent. I was like, climate change is naturally, inherently, that is how the planet works, you know. In a weird sense, it's like an organism that transfers, you know. There's going to be hot periods of times. There's going to be colder periods of times. And it was like, nah, man, look at the charts, man. Based on the speed at which it's happening, we couldn't affect it. And I was like, well, we accelerated it by an extreme degree because of all the fossil fuels we burned and all the things we let out into the world. And he had we were going back and forth, and I was pulling up facts. It wasn't even like I wasn't even like I was like just talking from my ass. I was pulling up facts to be like,
I know
dude.
exactly what happened to this guy though. I have a feeling because every time I see these counterpoints or whatever, when you're talking about something like that, when they look at the graphs themselves, they're always looking at from one point to then on where we're at right now. They don't go back far enough to see the graphs and see fucking like the temperatures slowly rising, and then at one point in time, this a massive jump because of, you know, us and the Industrial Revolution and everything, blah 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 blah. Like they don't look at that stuff because it's, you know, there's certain people that don't want you to see it. There's certain oil tycoons, there's certain people that obviously invest millions of dollars into making sure that some scientists are paid. It's just like, say, back in the day, the tobacco industry would fucking pay doctors to say, this shit's fine, homie, and they'd be on with lab coats and smoking a cigarette.
Or they'd pay people, like when the war on drugs became a real big thing, how they would pay scientists to talk about all these horrible things that marijuana did when actually it didn't do any of that. It was like a bunch of it's
reefer madness.
Literally all the bullshit. It's just insane how people just deny like obvious things, you know. Like we just know, bro. It's frightening. It's really disheartening because it's like, because at what moment is it worth like not sending your kid to school because they're gonna learn wrong shit? Like I remember I brought up Juneteenth. I brought up Juneteenth in school when I was like a 9th grader. I brought it up, and my teacher told me I was wrong. She, to my face, was like, "You're wrong." It was the first when they were emancipated. And I was like, no, dude, that's when it was signed, but it wasn't fully issued throughout the South until June 19th. And she I was embarrassed. I didn't even want to tell my grandmother. I went home. And then my friends like in like 12th grade, because a lot of people don't learn about shit like that. That's one thing I've learned is that people say they learn about a lot of shit in school, and I know they're lying. Because I was in like AP classes and shit like that, and that's the only reason why I learned stuff like that. And I was in AP classes in like my school was in an impacted area, so the smart kids, they gave them resources. Air quotes. I don't consider myself a smart kid at all, but like I was able to get textbooks that like my friends when the same grade as me would look at and be like, "The fuck is that? What are you looking at? Like what kind of homework you have?" But I remember I learned about the in school. I learned about the attack on like Black Wall Street in I think it was in North Carolina. I could be wrong. It was in either North Carolina or it was in one of the southern states. There was like this area where like there's a bunch of black people, like black owned businesses, like probably right after the black coat laws, which people said they learned about that too. I don't know. And I asked people like, what are the black code laws? And no one knows the fuck they are because they lying. No one knows about that shit. They don't teach it to you. And then people are like, oh no, we learned about shit like that in school. And I'm like, then what is it? Tell me what happened, please. And no one can.
You know how humans work. They like to say they know about stuff, and a lot of times they're counting on you not pressing them. A lot of times they're counting on you not pressing them. So they'll just say, like, you'll just say something that's even simple, like, "Oh, have you seen this movie?" And then they haven't, and they'll just say, "Yeah," just because they want to feel included. Yeah, and
instead of just saying no, like, "Oh, I don't think
just
I saw
say
it."
Fucking no. Like, I don't need. Like, it's totally fine to say no.
For me,
it's totally fine to be fucking wrong, and that's a problem. A lot of people they have such a hard time being fucking wrong about shit.
For me, it's the idea like if I saw something, if I don't remember, I'm like, I don't know. That said, I have no problem saying that. Everybody's like, "You don't you know?" I was like, I don't know. Like that's why I ask questions. And people are like, right. "How don't you know this?" And I'm like, I don't know. That's why I asked, what is that?
Right.
But
it makes things so much easier. And I feel like a lot of times why this happens is because as kids are the reason why a lot of people, they have this mentality, because when you don't know something, kids usually ridicule you. They'll be like, "Oh, you don't know this?" So then people try to pretend like they do know. They carry that shit with them from being a fucking little punk ass kid, and they take it into their adulthood.
Bitch kid. That's why Bo would take your fucking medals, bro. Bo will steal your shit, bro. The thing,
you don't deserve
bro.
Shit, nigga.
You don't deserve shit. You should have died there. It's like, Bo, calm down. You should have died there. You should have died where you were. They should have got you. In fact, I was hoping they got you. I had a fucking bet on you. Lost me money, bitch. I'm Bo. I'll be back. I'm Bo.
Bo. Hope they make a movie about Bo. That'd be fucking amazing.
Bo the accursed, the accused, the accursed.
Dude, that'd be fucking amazing if they made like a thriller. I want him more like a thriller. Like to just he's just like but there has to be like tits in it. It has to be old school. It has to be old school.
It has to be the taking of the White House. And there's like a scene where Kamala Harris is like naked, and you're just like, oh, she's just super hot somehow because she's
her tits are just out,
just out, and you're like, why are her tits out? And everybody's like shut up.
She's being, someone took like okay, so it's gonna be like a classic. So it'll be wicked because I want to get the patrons their money into this stuff too. I want all the patrons to have their money in. So it's gonna be a siege of the White House, right? By who do they hate the most right now?
Russians.
Well,
we'll get the boomers in because the boomers hate the Russians for some reason.
The boomers hate the Russians.
That's true.
But I want like who's really because even the brown people aren't being hated as. Is it the Asians because of the virus?
Yeah, COVID.
I feel it's got to be China.
Yeah,
it's got to be China. It's got to be China. So,
you're right.
So Chinese and Xi Jinping or whatever is fucking just like, hey, and then John Cena is ahead of it. John Cena turns on us. So it's starring John Cena as the fucking villain.
No. John Cena is the secret villain at the end. After. So what happened? So the main hero is gonna be, who would be the hero? The hero could be who would you cast as the hero?
Damn. Okay, so wait. First we got to set because obviously
The Rock is ambiguous enough. He's racially ambiguous enough that anyone could be like, oh, I think I'm fine with him. You look.
Everyone actually there's for some reason Polynesians can fit into anything. I don't know why, but people niggas when you go to Long Beach. It doesn't make sense how the fucking Samoan Crips are they're essentially they're niggas. You can't tell them otherwise. It's just that's just it.
They won't get it. They're like, you're not black.
If you tell them something,
but I am.
They'll literally kill you if you.
He blows up.
No, they'll just kill you. They'll fight you or shoot you if you say otherwise.
They'll hit you with a fucking paddle that has fucking ridges at the end somehow. You're like, where the fuck did you get that, bro? Why hit me with a fucking giant wooden hook, you fucking lunatic?
Summon a fucking totem. That's the other. That's the. I was gonna say totem.
They both have totems though, don't they? Don't the Polynesians have totems
don't
too?
they? Because I feel like they have something like that.
This could be extremely racist, but I think I thought Polynesians had totems too.
They probably do.
I mean,
I've seen totem type stuff I've even seen totem type stuff in Africa too. But it's not it's not called a totem pole, but I've seen things that are very similar.
Yeah, they got it. They'll fucking summon a shark.
I feel like a lot of old
some fucking aquatic shit.
Definitely of course I'm coming. This podcast, it's like whenever we say something, 99.9% of the time it's coming from a place of ignorance. I'm not asserting that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. If it makes sense to you, cool. If it sounds wrong, remember it's a fucking comedy podcast. I will not.
Nah, dude, we're dead serious, bro. We're talking. Bo Obama steals medals from patriots because he thinks they're pussy, bro. Bo Obama, bro, he steals them. In fact, Bo Obama is the reason why COVID happened.
He fucked up the lab. He went to Wuhan. And he trashed the lab.
Bro, he was in a hazmat suit. He went buck, bro. He went crazy. And then he trapped people in the room to get it. He trapped everybody in the facility for 48 hours. 48 hours they could get it, man. And then he was just like, Bo, what'd you do? I did what I must, man. I did what I did, bro.
I do it.
Don't fucking question me, Brock, all right? I told you about fucking questioning me, Brock. I do what I want.
I like it. So how about we'll have... Since Rock is half black, like Obama's half black, right?
It should be Obama. So should Obama be the main character?
Rock. Yeah, so we're gonna have what it's gonna be. I think what should happen is, so The Rock's the main star, he's Obama, and then Bo is played by Josh Brolin or something. What do you think?
CG Benedict Cumberbatch as Bo. Like the fucking Hobbit.
Yes, dude. Holy shit, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect casting too.
But it'll be a CG of Benedict Cumberbatch as Bo, but it'll be
As
Wesley Snipes as the voice.
What? When is Wesley Snipes hasn't been in anything?
But he has the
lately.
most nigga-esque voice ever, and Bo has to be able to say the N-word.
That's very true.
He has to be able to throw it out left and right, like this.
No, can we? No, we can't. Okay, what, dude? We would be doing a disservice by not hiring Keith David
as Bo.
Imagine Bo with that
Barack,
voice.
we have to bomb the Syrians, Barack. There's no other way. Captain, I mean Barack Obama.
Captain.
I mean Barack Obama. Shepard, I mean Barack.
Shepard, I mean Barack Obama. We have to do it. We must do it right now.
Come on, press the button.
We must defeat Xanatos. The terrorist or whatever.
Yeah, man. I'm Sanheili. I mean, I'm Bo. I am Bo, and I will. I got hoodoo. I got voodoo. I got things to even try.
just like let it'll be probably directed by so it'll be directed by Sam Raimi.
Oh, of course.
Sam
So
Raimi
it'll be just batty. Tobey Maguire. So Tobey Maguire and the guy that played Ash are just gonna be in the movie.
Bruce Campbell.
They're just gonna be in the movie somehow. So how is Tobey Maguire gonna be in the movie? Tobey Maguire is the first lady. The first lady. That's
Wait. So Tobey Maguire is so are we setting it in like say Obama's still president, or is it modern day?
No, there's an alternate reality where Barack Obama became president 4 times over.
Okay. And so it's The Rock and then Tobey Maguire is first lady, but like it's very progressive, so he's first lady, but he just looks like Tobey Maguire.
Yeah,
he doesn't
have to change anything about his appearance. He's still just Tobey Maguire regularly, and it's like.
But he has the spider suit on, but he doesn't have the mask.
He's just Spider-Man. He's a Spider-Man without a mask on, walking around, being like he's about to help, but then he realizes he's not Spider-Man in this movie. He's like,
oh,
what are we gonna do, Dwayne? What are you gonna do, Brock?
Good evening, First Lady, and he's like, I don't even know. It's pizza time. It's
pizza time.
It's
okay,
pizza time.
And then Bruce Campbell. Who's Bruce Campbell? Who's he gonna be?
Bruce Campbell. Was Biden was VP, right?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. So I guess Bruce Campbell is Biden.
Oh my god.
No, Bruce Campbell should Bruce. I mean, because it's like the closest. That's like the closest casting we have to somebody. Everybody else is all fucked up. Everybody else is all fucked up.
That should be it. He should be Joe Biden, but he should be young Joe Biden. He was like passing a bunch of fucked laws and shit. Before.
Oh yeah, he's still trying. He's trying to get like the crime bill fucking 3.0 or some shit. He's trying to shove it through, and Barack's like, I don't know about this. I don't know. Let me run it by Bo.
Run it by Bo. Bo's like, I don't really understand this bill. Are you saying we would unlawfully detain people even more than we already do? This does sound tasty. Maybe I'll get back to you on it. I'm gonna go.
Let me ask Malboja.
I'm gonna go. Release another deadly virus. I'll be back.
COVID didn't do enough. Let me go get another one from there.
They must have something else in China. It's China, of course. Maybe I can get SARS too.
Just get more.
All right.
Oh my god.
And then at the end of the movie where everything's happening, so Barack Obama realizes that Bo's the main villain. It's been Bo pulling the strings. But before he can get to Bo, he has to fight John Cena. But John Cena was his best friend the whole time. John Cena was one of the time. And he didn't know he was an ambassador for China. And he was like, at the end, he's like, Minchi Ling, Minchi Ling.
Yeah, Minchi Ling.
And he's screaming that at us.
John Cena, he takes off his mask and he has like a Fu Manchu and he fucking he's just like big shilling with this like with all these like horns. Like do you remember 60s panic music when it would ever be like very like Like any fucking action adventure movie in the 60s had the same shitty fucking brass horns, like brrr, brum, brum, brum. It's awful. It's like it's classic and it's awful, but I want the old 60s.
And he's like, no, you hear like Chinese music. As soon as he takes it off, it's like fucking
Ching ching hunchy. You can't touch me at all. Kitchen in a dungeon.
That video is the single most disrespectful video I've seen in a long time, bro. It's like amazing. Elementary school racism, bro. It's just bad, dude.
Dude, why do humans, like, especially, I imagine other cultures must do this too. Because why do us in English, we always try to find English words and stuff that is clearly not English? Like, fucking, literally a dog will be barking and it's like, oh, it said I love you. I'm like, oh, really? Did it say I love you piece of shit, or is it just a dog?
It's
like,
just a
so
fucking dog. It's just mimicking a sound, dog. Like, shut the fuck, you're so stupid. Where people are like, people are like, I have the smart baby. My baby can already sit and count. It's like, your baby can't fucking count. It's a fucking baby. It's a baby. Why are you being so stupid? You love your baby and I get it, but don't say it can do shit when it can't. Because I need that baby to count shit for me and it can't fucking count. I'm fucking that baby up. I'm being that baby's ass, bro.
I fucking had this baby do my taxes and now I'm going to prison.
This baby fucked up my money. This baby fucked my money up, bro. You said he could count. You said he could count, you lying bitch. You fucked my life up. My kids can't go to college. I'm coming for that baby when I got out of jail. Just you fucking wait.
Oh, man. Bing shilling.
We got questions. We got fucking questions. This episode.
That's a great movie, though.
This episode got out of hand real fast. We're probably gonna call it Bing Chiling.
It's called Bing Shilling. I wonder if I'm gonna find. I'll get like a picture of Bo, fucking John Cena looking like Mao Zedong, that fucking picture that they always show of him.
Yes. Oh my god. And
other shit.
It should be like a picture like The Rock doing his eyebrow or something like that. And then
it's The Rock. We're gonna get The Rock in there.
And then it's Cena on the side, and in the background it's Bo, and it's like fire around Bo.
It's fire around like that. A fire on Bo. And I'm also just for there's a picture that I recently just saved of Thanos Obama. I just want to put him in there. It made me laugh so hard because I'm like, why did somebody do this? It's just Obama as Thanos, with his face with a big fucking chin. And for some reason, I think someone made it around that time when. Do you remember the Thanos car?
Yes.
Remember that meme?
The Thanos car, that big ass purple car, bro.
That big.
Big ass fucking purple car. Oh my god.
Oh man. All right, what do we got?
Oh my god. This one is
You want to read the first one?
Yeah, I'll do the first one. This one is from Nikki's. We're doing questions now, guys. Yippee, we're past the hysterical fever dream part of the podcast. Hi guys, how's it hanging? I was at work and I had a conversation about a bad medical diagnosis with a coworker. I told her of the time in middle school when I went to the nurse because I clearly had pink eye, but the nurse tried to diagnose me with facial muscular dystrophy, saying half of my face was paralyzed. When my dad showed up and saw me freaking out, he nearly cursed out the nurse before taking me home to deal with take me to a real fucking doctor. Have you guys ever had similar experiences where a supposed medical diagnosis, a medical professional gave you a diagnosis that was just wrong? Not WebMD.
I feel like that nurse was one of those people that love fucking with people, because that's a stretch. How do you come to that conclusion?
Muscular dystrophy? If I'm not mistaken, that's pink. Serious. Like, that's really serious.
My eyes pink. Your fucking face is fucked up. Like, what? What?
Like, oh, man.
Like, how do you come to that conclusion?
I got a headache. Oh, man, you got cancer, bro. Sorry.
Immediately.
You got
a fat fucking tumor, homie. You got 6 days to live.
You got like 14 minutes to live, bro. You better do something. You better do everything you got to do now,
You better go
bro.
Nut on a picture of Pokemon, bro. Like, you better go have a good time. Have I ever had anything... I mean... Have I ever had anything that bad? I think it's extremely important to get at least, at the very least, a second opinion about stuff. Third opinions are great too. I mean, I recently, this was in the summer, I have a torn ligament. I thought my wrist was busted because you have some small bones in your wrist, and I thought I broke some of them. A long time ago, I thought I broke some of them. Turns out I tore a ligament a long time ago, and I never knew. I finally saw it. I got the pictures on a disc, and I saw a hand surgeon. He was like, if I operate on this, there's a risk of me messing it up worse. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I don't care. It's already fucking my ligament's torn. I want to try to fix my hand, and it still hurts. I can feel it all the time. Anyway, he's like, well, I want you to do physical therapy first. So I'm like, what? I was like, what? It's torn. He was like, what he wanted to do, since he was just being a bitch, he just wanted me to strengthen my muscles and strengthen everything around it. And I told him I used to lift a lot of weight. I got to a point where I couldn't get past 255 when I was benching because it hurt too fucking much. I just couldn't support any more weight. I've wanted to be in the 300-pound club for the longest time. 3 plates, 315, right? I've been wanting to do that since I was like probably 18 or something. I don't fucking know. I couldn't do it. I tore my ligament that long ago. Anyway.
Jeez.
So I explained this to him, and he's just like, well, physical therapy, it doesn't work. He was just, I was so fucking incredible. I mean, I didn't show him any disrespect, but inside I was seething because I finally figured out what was wrong with it. And I'm like, oh, cool. Like, I was hoping this guy was going to schedule it. And I had to see a second, I had to call my doctor and say, hey, could you please send me to somebody else so that I can get a different opinion instead of just giving up, right? So when somebody tells you something first and it might be something that you're not sure about or something that's just way off, I mean, you just go. It's like I had the same experience too with another doctor where
I've never had it.
Yeah,
I've never had it.
That's good.
Growing up in the medical field, like right now, I've been having back problems, obviously, because I gained a lot of weight over COVID. My person was like, we're gonna hit you with a dietitian. We're gonna get you an X-ray. They found out that the X-ray on my stomach is pulling on my back.
Gay?
It's pulling on my back, so it's doing what a scoliosis would do. If I had it, you gotta trim down. That's the biggest thing. You gotta trim down, eat less, do some stretches. You're going to physical therapy. Yeah, stop sucking dick, which is obviously the hardest. They were like, eat better, some physical therapy, you'll be good. I've been doing physical therapy. I've been eating better, and every day my back feels better, literally. So I've never had that problem, but like, I'm really sorry, Ziggy, that you had to endure.
Like somebody to tell you some crazy shit like that. It's scary. I mean, it's scary. Like, I've had some interesting stuff, man. I've had a bad time with doctors as of recent, just because I didn't have the best health insurance. It was very inexpensive, which was actually very important because I have some things where I have a herniated disc in my neck. I have my torn ligament. Something's wrong with my knee that I haven't figured out yet. I only got an X-ray, but I haven't gotten an MRI, which would tell me what's wrong with it. I'm all busted up from football. I have some type of nerve damage in my hip, by my left hip. I haven't figured out because I've only got an X-ray. And the next step is, I hate where it's like, can we not do the X-ray? Because I know it's nerves. You're not going to see anything, but they have to do it. They have to do it step by step. And I tore something in my shoulder that I just let it heal improperly, but I damaged some nerves and my arm atrophied. So my fucking bicep is like kind of not there. I mean, it's here. I can feel it, but it's so like compared to like there actually being a bump here that I can actually see that it's defined. I'm all fucked up, right? And it takes a long time. And I did a concerted effort. I tried to get a lot of things fixed, and then it's hard because some doctors, like the one with my wrist, was like, I don't want to operate on it. I just felt like, oh, you piece of shit, because he was just counting that I would just live with it. And I'm like, dude, I want to lift again. I want to lift heavy again. As far as anyway, long story short, second opinions if you get some weird advice or if you're not satisfactory. Multiple doctors might tell you the same thing. Then you'll just have to accept it, right? But it's always good to like definitely have other people, especially, there's some people that care more than. Some people are humans. Some people literally just you caught them at a wrong time, and they just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know, it's unfortunate.
But for everybody out there, one thing real quick before we end the segment, guys, take care of your health. That is the biggest thing that happens to people. People wait till it's too late to
like
make that switch and like, oh, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna go to the doctor. I'm from a Black Latino family where even my grandmother who was a medical professional. Never wanted to go to the doctor, all stuff like that. And what happened is that the later you find a problem, that's more time off of what you have here. So it's just safer to just get it done with and just check. Just give it a simple check and see what's going on. You won't regret it at the end of the day. Trust.
Right. We skipped over one question, but
one?
we kind of already kind of touched on it already a little bit, because this guy, it says Black Ops 1 is just about weaponizing gaslighting.
It is.
And yeah. And it says, hello, one woman short of a community college diversity brochure. What did you guys think of Sam Hyde CIA level of trolling iDubbbz? Now, so like I didn't finish that video, right? And then I didn't see iDubbbz. So there's definitely... we talked about it already, so I just want to at least acknowledge that question was there.
We got you. We got you, Black Ops. We saw it, but we kind of already spoke about it. Sorry.
Yeah.
My apologies. All right. And this next one is, Chris, please upload more music. I'm begging you at this point. You heard it. When Chris comes back to life, he'll think about it.
Who's the... Oh, that's his name.
That's his name. Oh, that's his name. That's his fucking name.
You fucking Chris, man. I invited him on 2 songs, and that motherfucker was like, "Oh, I'm down." And then I'm like, "Hey, bro, track's ready." And then he just like,
dude. I feel like every YouTuber making music with is so hard to link up. The only one that's always down is Jonathan, because Jonathan, that's it. That's what he lives and breathes music. Well, so that's why
right now Jonathan is like, I did get a project with him, which was awesome. I actually asked him recently, but unfortunately right now, and I see it, he's fucking slammed.
He is.
Shout out to him, though. He's a workhorse, because not only is he doing a lot of stuff for himself, he does stuff for other people too.
He's producing
in a way that
now,
like, because exactly, so he can fucking like really like, boom, hey, so and so, I have a lot of projects for you. And he's like, well, I'm swamped for fucking 2 months. And he's just working, and I'm like, that's dope.
Shout out to him, bro. Okay, right. If it was scientifically possible, would you fucking Eminem? Yes, the semi-human ones, not the candy. No, I'm not fucking Eminem.
I feel like if they melted a little bit, that'd probably feel pretty good. I mean, they melt pretty easily. Did you know M&Ms were made because for soldiers to have some candy? Because they're like, well, what the fuck can we do? You can't carry candy with you. It just melts, like chocolate and stuff. So they encased it, and so these soldiers can now have fucking treats to have with them.
I'm not fucking Eminem. Sorry.
Look at this. She's so hot. Look at that.
Stop. Stop.
Look at that, baby.
Stop, dude.
Dude, the fucking the marketing, because
they've been altering the marketing. It's crazy. I've seen it, dude.
Well, see, that's what it is, because there's a bunch of idiots. So there was 2 sides that were being stupid about this. So there was all the fucking quartering people that were like, oh, they're being so woke. What's wrong? This is so stupid. I'm like, yeah, of course it is. Why are you acknowledging it? It was like this motherfucker. I remember people were freaking out about Batwoman on what's it called again? CW.
Why she's
and
black?
I'm like zero. No, it was just like 0 of you are gonna watch that show. Why would you give a flying fuck? It's almost the same as making a Sex in the City or something. Like, are you gonna watch that? No. Why would you make a video about that? I'm not gonna fucking watch Batwoman on CW. CW had okay shows. Like, it started off okay with Arrow, and Flash was all right. But I'm saying, as I started getting deeper into it, I'm like, this is CW shit. Like, I'm not really into this.
I'm gonna be real with you.
It's like everybody, literally everyone was fucking each other.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Right? I'm real with you. Right? I'm gonna drop some knowledge on you guys.
You love those shows? You love those shows?
I watched every episode of Vampire Diaries.
Oh.
Every episode of Originals, and every episode of Supernatural. And then I
This
watched.
nigga
And
is
then shut up, right? Shut up.
You.
And then I've also watched, bro. You know what happened, dude? This is what my whole life has been.
What is
bro.
happening here?
My whole life has
What
been.
is happening
When
here?
I was young, when I was a young boy, to get in girls' pants, I would sacrifice my time and I would sacrifice my mind. Like I watched every Twilight movie in theaters. I fucking read 2 of the books. I fucking watched fucking Bewitched. Not Bewitched. What's it called? Charmed. I watched all this shit, dude. I watched Orange is the New Black for my ex before my current girlfriend. Bro,
that show's not bad.
Yes, it is, dude. Oh my god, it's not so bad, bro.
It's not that bad.
There's moments in the second season that I almost got up and just left and was like, it's not worth this. No vagina's worth this. I was that boy.
bad.
It was so stupid, bro. It's so, as a very young man mentally, like at fucking 17, between 17 and 19, that is not some shit you care about watching at all.
Oh yeah,
bro.
I wouldn't watch that at all. That's true,
dude. And I was just like, yo, I can't do this. But I did it, bro. I did it for Tail, and the Tail was never worth it, bro. Guys.
Yeah, I would never.
God.
I've never
young men
delve into. I've never done that before.
Young
ever.
men,
not once.
And you know what's crazy? Now those things are familiar to me. So in my heart, I kind of like them, but it's because I don't want to have wasted all that time consuming those form of medias.
I've never. I literally cannot think of a single time
I was that
where
guy,
I got
bro.
into something because a girl was in. I mean, I've seen that. I see it on like movies.
I
I
never changed my like morality. Like I never changed what I thought was right or wrong. But I would definitely watch shit that was stupid for pussy, bro. I would definitely go places that was stupid. I would fucking, oh my god, I would go with girls to like fucking, like before Sephora was really a thing, there were like makeup outlets like where I lived in upstate New York, and I would go with girls and I'd be like, oh yeah, that looks great on you. Oh, this is awesome. And I'm just like, yo, what am I, bro? What am I?
Yeah, no. The closest thing that I can think of is I saw Let It Go. What's the movie called?
Oh, Frozen?
Frozen. I saw Frozen. My chick at the time, she really wanted to see it, and otherwise I wouldn't have seen it because I stopped giving a shit about Disney films. I like my classic ones, and I didn't really care about any of the ones that have been coming out. Of course, I saw Toy Story 4. I didn't love it. It was fine, but it's already like, bro, that ship fucking sailed.
Bro, I cried.
That ship sailed.
The moment Toy Story 4 started, I cried, bro. Because of the nostalgia, bro. Not even because of that movie, because I'm remembering, like, dude, it's freaky seeing Toy Story. Remember seeing Toy Story 1 in theaters when you're like fucking 5? And then seeing 4 when you're like 24? It's like, bro, it just lets you, it's like weird seeing those characters that long. It's the idea of consistently seeing those characters throughout your life that makes you feel strange, if that makes any sense.
You know what probably would have made me feel that type of like tug at my heartstrings or something is if the toys look worn out. Then it probably would have hit me.
That's true.
Then it probably would hit me because then it would have. I'm like, holy shit! It was kind of like seeing Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man in this latest one.
And he's older, and you're like,
yeah,
oh,
I was like, whoa, like, dude, holy shit! That was a long time ago, wasn't it? That was 2000. That was a long time ago.
They didn't age them down or anything. They let them both they let them both just grow up more, and you're like, oh damn, that was crazy.
Yeah, it was literally just them now, and I'm like, oh shit, it's pretty
crazy.
Fucking interesting.
But I love Disney movies personally. I like Disney because I went to Disney recently.
If I see them,
and I went to Disney recently, and I loved it. I fucking loved it.
I don't have anything against it. I just don't like if I see them, just like I saw Frozen. I enjoyed Frozen. I enjoyed it, but I never saw it again. It's just like if it's there, if it happens to be on, like I haven't seen Moana, I haven't seen Brave, I haven't seen like any of those ones that have been coming out. I haven't
Moana,
seen any of them.
Bro. That's my movie. It's not better than like Aladdin or like Mulan for me. You know, those are like my top of the top movies.
Top.
But like
what's your top 5 Disney?
Okay, in all realness, we couldn't Disney Pixar. We just couldn't Disney on its own.
I think you got to just stick with. Actually, no. Go ahead and put in Disney Pixar. Go ahead. You can add it.
We got Monsters Inc. We got fucking Toy Story 2. Toy Story 2 particularly. That's
Toy
my
Story
shit.
2 is pretty fucking great. That's pretty
we
great.
got Aladdin, Mulan, and then I gotta really think for this one because Aladdin, Mulan, and then the last one. What's the one like a toy movie that I put on? I'm just like, oh, I'm in love. Oh, Coco. Oh, I almost forgot Coco. Coco's probably one of my favorite films.
And I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen Coco?
No, because it's past my, because it's like if I saw it, I know I would enjoy it. I know I would.
It's so fucking good, man. It's so good.
They finally gave you brown people a movie. They finally.
What do you mean by that?
They finally like it's because it's like Disney because it's like they're making up for shit. Like they're like because they're like, hey, where's like we got. There's no Hispanic shit. Well, what's going on here? You guys have went everywhere. You guys have done everything, but it's so you feel disrespectful.
I mean, finally got one. It does feel good because Coco was Mexican, and by association, I'm Mexican, but I'm not actually Mexican.
Yeah, well, you're Hispanic.
Yeah, but what you call it for me? Encanto, the one that's the newest one. They have black Hispanic people in it. And I was like, yay.
That doesn't even fucking exist.
Bro.
Like, how does that exist?
Someone sits down in the theater, sees that, picks up a gun, starts shooting it. What the fuck is that? What is that? What is that?
Yeah, because this is pretty tropey, right? So it is interesting when you see like something outside of like, oh yeah, there's a lot of black people in the Caribbean and they speak Spanish.
Yes, they don't run around with Timbs on and do-rags. They speak Spanish there. I know, crazy, right? And it's like, what?
What you talking about? What you talking about, man?
What are you talking about? You don't know no Spanish, Blackie. You doing?
You don't know Spanish, Blackie?
It's like, all right,
go dance for me, huh?
Why ain't you dancing? Why ain't you dancing? Huh?
Tap out.
Why ain't you out here dancing like you usually do?
Why you keeping them Timbs clean and shit?
Yeah, look at you. Go dance. Go do some break dancing.
Go do some.
All right, we got another one from Downey McFoley. Ooh.
Frowny. Downey McFrowny.
Oh, Frowny? Oh, man. I am dyslexic. Okay.
Well, get some goddamn glasses, first and foremost.
Hello, Dark Tank and others. What are some of your favorite usernames you have created, and what's your username's background? Ooh. For example,
that's a great question. I like this question.
There's one that I have off the top. You probably already know what it is. For example, my username comes from my friend calling me Downey whenever I made them mad, and from misplays when we played shooters together. Then one day I saw the schoolie school face meme and going around, and I decided to put down Downey McFrowny. All right.
I don't even know what Schoolie. I don't know what Schoolie mixed school face is.
What Schoolie mixed
I've never
school
seen
face?
That. Guess I'm gonna have to look it up real quick.
All right. I already know what mine is. My current my current gamer tag is what? My first one was, I think it was just Kingston J. Like something very simple when I first got it.
Obvious.
And then I turned it to Black Ace 1278.
When I see that, it does not look like Black Ace.
I understand that people think it says blackface. People think it says blackface.
It does look like it though.
And I'm just
glance.
like, what the
first
fuck,
fucking glance,
dude? Like,
you have to put a hyphen. You have to put an underscore, dude, because it's just.
I should have made the B and the A. I should have made the B and the A capital. That would have been. I should have made the capital. Now,
every single time I see it.
And I chose Black Ace because I was a huge fan of the Mega Man Battle Network games, and they made a sequel to that series called Mega Man Star Force. And one of the powers he got was like a Black Ace form because it was like a Dread Joker and Black Ace. And I was like, oh, I'm going to go Black Ace. That sounds cool. Made fun of constantly about it. So then the next time I got to make a username, I turned it to Acid Ace. And I just leave it as Acid Ace 127. 127 is the building I lived in when I was growing up in the Bronx. And it's pretty simple. That's it. That's it.
Ass and ace. I like it.
Acid ace. Acid. Jesus, man. Nice. Y'all, you just everybody sucks, man. Everything sucks. Everything's a fucking.
Let's see. Username, man, because that's always interesting. So my YouTube name, Some Black Guy, that was taken from. I think I was 16 and I had MySpace, and my name on MySpace for a while was just Some Black Guy, and I didn't think too much of it. It was just a stupid little thing, like ha ha ha, whatever. And then my friend Shane, I sent him a friend request, and after he accepted, he messaged me laughing, saying, "It's really funny because it says some black guy wants to be your friend, so it just sounds like he has some random black." So he just had a good laugh at that, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I think I got something here." So when I was thinking of starting this channel in 2014, I was just like, Some Black Guy. I also, that was my name when I did a podcast in 2013 with my homies. It was like a conspiracy theory podcast. We had like 2 episodes. And God, it was really fun doing it with them because we were just talking shit and we didn't know anything. It was just like, I love that. I love when people that don't know anything about anything are talking as if they know shit. It was pretty good.
It's the funniest in those moments. People get upset about it, but those moments are the funniest because you're just saying they're funny. Shit. Like, you're just saying fuck all. You're lying. Exactly. You're trying to lie to make things sound better. You're just saying horrible shit. It's so it's something genuine about that, something like real.
Right. It was pretty fun, but yeah, I used Some Black Guy in that too, and I think for a while I mentioned on this podcast before that every time I did like a hip hop project, I would always change my alias. Every single time I would do something different, I would change it. So I've had a bunch of different things, and one of them kind of stuck a little bit where it was Love Machine, like LUVMASHEEN. And so I would use that a lot. Like I think the Love Machine is my Xbox gamer tag. And then it would be things associated with that, like Black Lovin' 69 was for PlayStation. Black Lovin' 69.
I'll tell you my favorite. My favorite name I've ever seen online is I'm That Nigga 69. That was so funny because I wasn't around when like that was like early. That was like early like online video games before I could grasp the brevity of like making an online persona. Because that was back when I like more or less played video games myself. Like I would get a game, I'd get like Halo 3 or like whatever I'm playing, and I just play it by myself before I was like really getting online and like seeing all these wild names, But I remember hearing that when I was in like fucking like maybe 7th, 8th grade and cackling. Being like, oh, that's so funny because 69 and 6 and 9 look similar. Not even because I knew what that was yet. I was like, oh, 6 and 9 are just flipped. That's hilarious.
Really? No, I knew that shit immediately.
I did not.
Fucking internet, man. That warped my mind. So 69, I knew about that shit like, I remember, I'll never forget in 6th grade, social studies, it wasn't even just the number 69. It was the teachers like turned to page 169, and me and my friend Josh looked at each other and started laughing. And I find it so funny because I was 6th grade and I would literally still do the same thing. To give you an example, there is a fucking building by our Target, by where I live. There's a door on it and it's 6960, and every time I pass by it I smile. And I've thought about stopping just to take a picture of the 69 because I'm like, I am so immature. I am too old. But literally, that was programmed from me since a kid, and it will never not be funny to me.
I don't know if my sense of humor really changed. I think it's changed recently because like morbid, like people getting hurt is not funny for me. But when I was younger, that was, dude. I for America's Funniest Home Videos, Ebon's World. That shit set me on a path, bro. Until like I was maybe like 24. That shit I laughed at all the time. And now when I see it, I feel bad. Like I feel like, whoa, in my heart. Because I'm just like, oh no, that's a life. That's a living person that's gone now.
I just can't see people get like seriously hurt. I never liked seeing people die. I've always hated that. I've always steered away from it. Now the only time I like say it has to be comic, like say recently there was a motorcycle guy was speeding away, and only a helicopter was chasing him. The cops weren't even chasing him.
I saw that.
That dude ragdolled like GTA 5, bro.
I felt bad.
I watched that. I didn't feel bad. I watched it probably like 20 times because it looks so cartoonish. That's why I can watch that.
I felt
but like
bad
if I were able
that.
to see his like bones twisting up, like I would be no way. I would be one and done. But seeing him flop, like I'm like I've done this plenty of times in Grand Theft Auto. That's why it made it like easy for me to watch. Like, so it is kind of funny in a way when people say that video games they don't desensitize you from violence. In some cases, I guess they kind of can.
I think
in a case
I
like
don't
that,
think it makes you crazy, but it does make your brain be like, oh, like I've seen this. Like I'm not going to exactly be the most shocked when I've seen it. I've seen it 1,000 times.
But there's a lot of things that obviously don't work because, like, you know, with most like gunshots and all this kind of, it'll never be the same as actually experiencing gunshots. There's some things that'll never, right? There's some things that
instantly. It's fun. Someone puts a gun on you in GTA. You're like, someone puts a gun on you in real life. You're like, whoa, dude. The whole tone of the movie. It goes from being a rom-com to a fucking thriller instantly. And you're like, whoa, dude, I'm about to die.
I told you that a gun wasn't pulled on me, like it wasn't like pulled on me, but the lady had her gun out. Did I mention that before on this podcast where I went on a date with this girl from ASU?
Yeah.
And then her fucking mom show. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. That shit was nuts, man. That's like I've never had as far as I remember, I've never had a gun pulled on me. There's been shots like in the vicinity, but nothing like was directed towards me because I usually don't fuck around like that. You know what I mean?
You're smart. You're smart. Yeah. All right, we got another question. We're gonna go. This is a music based one actually. So, what's up, sociopaths? Have you ever played music on Spotify or any other music app while gaming? If so, what is a song that goes with games you're playing? What is a song that goes with games you're playing? With the game you're playing? I don't know. I always, whenever I play like shooting games, I put music on. If I'm not like trying to like really get sweaty, and like when I play Halo, if I'm not trying to hurt people badly, I put music on when I play. You know, but for me, I've been really on this group called K-Tranada. Not this group, this artist called K-Tranada. I listen to him every day because he has like a lot of like Caribbean sounds in his music. So I listen to him every day whenever I play like video games because it just makes it simple. But if I'm playing like an RPG, I'm not gonna listen to music. I have to listen to the dialogue.
Right. I totally, yeah. There's sometimes you can't be too distracted. Like it definitely has to be. I actually typically don't put on music. I typically don't put on music because I usually have a podcast on.
That's the same vein though, you know, for the most part.
But no, it's the same thing. But like if I have the ability, I'm not using music. I'm using a podcast because music is when I literally can't do anything else. Like say, for example, I bought like a fucking adult scooter and I've just been scooting around town and shit. And like, that's all I can do. I can't do anything else. I can't watch something. So it's like, and then so I can't I like to watch a lot of video podcasts. A lot of them, most podcasts now have video. So if I can watch it through the video, I will watch it like that. Some that cause like say one of my favorite ones, the video is reserved for the Patreon. Mm-hmm. And I started off listening to their audio and I never switched over. So I was just like, whatever. So that's the time where if I'm busy, if I'm cleaning or something, I'm not trying to look at a screen, that's when I'll usually listen to music or do an audio podcast. But typically when I'm playing, because I have to listen to dialogue, right? So it's usually not putting something on. But then if I'm in a certain mood, it's just like, all right, put in podcast, put on something. And then, I probably used to do that, but not anymore. I don't know why. I just don't fucking do it anymore. I just don't.
I listen to music when I do everything. When I clean, I cook, I freaking, when I'm out like going for a walk, I put music on pretty often. I'm not a podcast person. I watch Critical Role, but that's only like a rare, that's a D&D podcast. And that's like very, it's once a week I do that. And I usually like watching it live because I like seeing, because that thing has such a huge fan base that if you don't watch it live and you follow anything involved in it, you will get spoiled. There's no way you're gonna get spoiled. You're not gonna avoid being spoiled. So for myself, to defend myself, as a real fan of things, and I always stand by this. If you're a real big fan of something, if you care about it enough, you're going to consume it as soon as possible. You're not going to wait months and years and then be like, oh man, don't spoil this for me. Like right now, I'm not caught up on the new Star Wars show, right? It's because I'm waiting for my girlfriend to watch it. If it gets spoiled to me, I'm not going to be upset. I'm going to be like, well, I didn't watch it. I didn't get to it watching it. If I cared enough about it, if I wanted to watch it that bad, I would have just watched it.
Exactly.
So when everybody's like, you're spoiling this, I'm like, suck a dick, fall asleep while you're driving. Fuck you. Like, you're dumb. But I understand.
I have, to me, my personal rule, especially when it comes to spoilers, is just, I give it to the, like, 24 hours as far as a show. I'll give it, like, all right, because usually a lot of people, the reason they miss a show that they really care about is because they're working or something. They're going to watch it when they get home or the next day. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Because people usually discuss it. I don't think there's anything there's no such thing as spoilers for live events. There is no such thing. Because that shit is it's literally being broadcasted and it's being updated on every site and everything. So that's not a thing. Movies, a weekend. Give people the weekend to watch it. That's usually how I am. Video games, I give it a little bit more time. That's the only thing, because video games takes a while, and some people, it's going to take them a while to finish, so I don't want to spoil, like, the ending for them, and they're like, fuck, because it reminds me, and I know I mentioned this before, when my piece of shit friend was like, Gears of War 3 came out, and then, like, I think, like, a day or two later, he's like, oh, I can't believe Dom died, and I'm like, why would you say that? Why would you do that? Like, I don't have time to sit down for 6 to 8 hours at a time to play and finish the game. Like, it would take me like a few days, you know? And then he just said it, and I'm like, so when the fucking, when Mad World by Gary Jules came on, I immediately knew he was going to die, and it pissed me off. I was like, this is it. This is the scene. Like, it didn't impact me the way that it was supposed to.
That sucks. Piece of shit. That sucks. Oh man, sorry about that.
Hey, whatever.
We got time for one more. Making the Dark Kings a little shorter than we usually do. You want to just plow through one more, or what? What are you feeling?
We can do one more because there's, there's quite a few of them that we left. So.
All right.
What's this one right here? What do you want to do? The one? Well, should we do the Artrosoni person?
Atrosoni? All right.
Yeah, Atrosoni. Should we do that one?
Good day to you, fine gents. Hope things are going good for you. Thank you. I appreciate it. My question shall be this. Have you listened to a song that you misheard the lyrics to the point that it baffles you that you heard what you heard and cannot figure out why you hear it? For me, in Persona 5 Strikers, there's a song called Daredevil where I do not know why or how, but at a point I hear the song say Willem Dafoe's name. I've heard it since its release, and I cannot figure out how. If I figure out why I hear the names being sung. Enjoy the rest of your day, and Happy New Year. Thank you, Sony. We appreciate it. What the fuck? I've played that game, and I know that song. What the fuck?
See, Sony, the only thing that you forgot to do was leave a timestamp so we could hear it. Because I want to know what you think Willem Dafoe is.
I know that song, and I don't know where the fuck he hears Willem Dafoe.
So instead of like I don't want to miss it. I want to know where are you hearing Willem Dafoe? Because that happens. That's what we do. That's what we fucking do as people. Like
I know things. So you remember when Trinidad James came out and he was like, "Pop the Molly, I'm sweating. Woo, long hair, I'm getting." Do you remember that song? You have to.
Yeah.
I thought he was saying hot tamale, I'm sweating.
Hot tamale.
I thought I fucking said that shit out loud at a party with a girl I was trying to get with. And she was like, "What did you say?" Ruined. That whole situation was over. I was just like, well, this bitch think I'm stupid as shit. This girl think I'm dumb as fuck. it was over. It was over from there, man.
Now, maybe you can help me out with this. Maybe this was a censored version, but I don't think so. I learned not that long ago. So I thought Pony by Genuine, the chorus, was, I swear to God, maybe this is a censored version and I don't know, because this might just be a Mandela. I thought it was saying, jump on it, let's do it, ride it, my pony. But the lyrics are, if you're horny, let's do it. And I'm like, if you're horny? What?
No way.
And then all of a sudden now that it was explained to me that it's if you're horny, now I only hear that. And I'm like, it is correct. If you look up the lyrics, it's if you're horny, let's do it.
No way.
But I'm like, I heard?
Is it like a radio version of it and then a non-radio version of it?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, wait a minute. Is there a radio version that's saying jump on it? Because it makes sense. Jump on it, let's do it. Ride it, my pony. Like, that would make sense. But from what I've heard is that, no, it's always you're horny. And I'm like, I haven't looked into it. And maybe there is a radio. Let's see if you put in...
Pony radio.
Yeah, Pony Genuine. What happened to Genuine? Is he dead?
He made music.
My whole life has changed since you came in. Man, remember when R&B was the shit, bro?
Bro.
Oh man,
I don't even like R&B that much. Truth be told, in all realness, I don't like R&B.
I love R&B.
I don't like R&B because of like, I don't know, like. Me being a 90s kid, I have the whole punk drive in me as well. So, like, I don't like calm music exactly, you know? Like, I don't... You know what it is? You know what it is? It is really fucked up, but I don't exactly like hearing male singers. Because I think female singers are just better. So my brain is like, whenever I hear, like Creep, you know, by TLC, I love that song. But like R&B songs by like Jagged Edge and shit like that, and freaking 112.
I love that, man.
I like it because I like it,
man. Peaches and cream.
I know I like it the same reason why you like it, but at the same time, I'm like, I'd rather hear Creep. I'd rather hear a girl sing R&B.
I was kind of I mean, I like women singing R&B, but there's a part of me that felt like kind of, because it was their lyrics. A lot of the times their stuff, I didn't relate to it at all. So a lot of times when they're singing lyrics, I'm like, it's like, TLC has a song that, it's like, well, Destiny's Child. Let's just say Destiny's Child. Like all their songs, it's like songs for like, it's almost like feminism, essentially. Like the type of stuff that they sing about, like women empowerment, essentially. And, it doesn't resonate with me because it's not about me. So that's why, like, because
women shouldn't be empowered. That's exactly why I don't get it. Because like, why are women trying to be empowered? They shouldn't. That's not how things work. It's like a dog.
I'm a survivor. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut your fucking mouth. I will hit you so hard and you will not get up.
The simple idea that there was a period of time where you could just societally backhand your wife kills me, bro. It makes me so sad, bro. That was a time where if your wife got lippy with you outside, you could just throw a hit at her. Shut up. And that's it. And someone in the street might give you a clap. Yeah, she deserved it.
They might clap.
Like, she deserved it.
On.
Good
right
job,
on, sonny
man.
boy.
Good on, Bucko. Let's go to the tavern. I don't know if they had taverns then. I could be wrong.
The tavern.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's funny though because it's even talking about. I watched what's the Cobra Kai. So it was season 3 of Cobra Kai, and they're flashing back to what's his name?
Johnny?
Oh my God, Gleese, his old karate sensei, and they were flashing to him before he went to the army.
Oh my
God! And like literally, there's the scene. It's the 50s or whatever, or I'm pretty sure it's the 50s. Mm-hmm. and then he's just fucking just this other guy, this jock, just smacks the shit out of his lady that, you know, he and the other guy, he and her, they end up together, obviously. You already saw where that was going, but I just thought it was so hilarious that they had to include it, like, because it's such a trope,
it's
right?
Real,
it's
it's real life, bro. Like, I'm sorry. I don't agree with it. I think that's insane. I think, like,
it's fucking hilarious.
I couldn't imagine out of hatred hitting my girlfriend. Like, that's just insane. Like, that my line is this, okay? I say a bunch of fuck shit and I do fuck shit. But when you are angry, when you're angry and you say or do something that's fucked up, it's different. It's just a completely different thing. Because if I'm mad, I'm never going to say something derogatory to somebody. Especially like a slur or something. That's not okay. You don't do that. If I'm just kidding and I say something, I say the N-word, or I say something that's fucked up, you know, it's in all jokes. But if me and you are arguing and I just blurt out the N-word at you, that means that you got mad and you didn't think and you just said something that was a base defensive thing. And that's, for me, was like, yo.
Did you see...
it's gonna be ridiculous.
So you know Deji, right? You know Deji.
Dejman, right? Yeah.
KSI's
Dejman.
Dejman?
Yeah.
Dejman?
Yeah, Dejman.
Yeah, so oh, yo, it's Dejman. I'm Comedy Shots Gamer. My name's Deji. And I'm like, oh, stop talking. Like, you know, just make, I don't know, videos without talking. Can you do that? How could you?
Make videos without talking, dude.
Apparently, he broke up with his girl. He was with his girl. And he broke up with her. I know they were dating before, but somebody said they broke up. The reason why I'm bringing her up because they were like streaming or something. They had all these people on. You know, you see the screens, and they were like making fun of her nose, I guess. And, oh, she has a big nose, and then she claps back with, well, you're black. Like, she's like, to the guy, because one of the guys that was talking, it wasn't Deji, but it was just some other guy that was there. And he was like, you're black. Like, you can't even say anything. You're black. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? It's like, and then everyone is like, that was Deji's fucking girlfriend? It's like Deji, the blackest looking man. He looks like a racist caricature. But but that's like this meme where I asked my girlfriend this, how like this guy broke up with his girlfriend who was white and he's a black guy, and she took BLM out her fucking her Twitter profile. And it's just like, bro, what? And I was like, honey, would you do that if I broke up with you? She was like, fucking immediately. And I'm like, what? Immediately. Black lives clearly don't matter anymore.
Fuck black people.
You just immediately become racist. I mean, in a sense, people do though.
Yeah, it happens.
Some people literally they fucking like, oh, my boyfriend was a piece of shit, and like now I'll never date black men again. And I'm like, what? That's bad. And I understand that's his proper association, but that's kind of crazy. It's like, because it's like, I don't know, like me personally, this is gonna sound fucked up, and I know everybody's gonna be like, that's racist, Kingston. I don't date white women anymore. I kind of stopped dating white women. I was like, oh, I'm just kind of over this, you know? It's very racist, Bo.
It's not racist. I'm not saying I don't think white women are attractive.
I don't know. I think I've heard you say that before.
I don't find them as attractive as I used to when I was younger, but I can't. If a beautiful woman is beautiful, she's beautiful. I'm just gonna be like, oh, that's an attractive woman. That's
the whole thing. Why it's weird when people say they're not attracted to a certain ethnic group. Because beautiful women are beautiful women.
Yeah, but like,
so I don't think both things can be true.
No. Listen, I haven't dated a white girl in a long time because for me, I lived in a very white area, and the fact that I was black and she was white was so heavily brought up by the rest of the world. Opposed to between us, we were just people that were just kicking it and having fun, you know. But the world made me understand how big of a deal that is. Also, another thing is that I really think it's tough for a white person to raise a black child. It's going to be very confusing.
I don't think so, man.
I don't know.
I think it's confusing if you project that onto your kid. Then yes.
Oh no, not project onto your kid, but you know, because like, look. Imagine you marry a Karen, right? And you're like,
I literally don't. I don't think kids know.
No,
they literally don't care.
The kid is fine. The kid is like, oh, like I'm living my life as a kid. I'm dumb and stupid. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't pay bills. I don't help the world at all. I just exist.
Right.
But imagine, like, you living your life as someone who's fairly ignorant to the trials and tribulations that some people go through. And then all of a sudden your child is thrusted into that life of like, hey man, you're not playing the same game of catch as everybody else, like that'd be kind of difficult, because like I talked to my girlfriend about it, like, yo, our kids are gonna say the N-word, and you can't tell them not to say that. You can't be like, no, don't say that, because like,
I mean, you can tell them no on a sense of just like, use better fucking language.
Nah, dog.
You be smarter with your vocabulary. You can say that.
And it'll be like, you so niggas aren't smart, huh, mom? So you think black people aren't? So you think I'm half smart? So
you think all black people are niggas, huh? Like, that's what you clap back with.
So
like, what the fuck?
I'm half a human then to you technically, because I'm half you. Why'd you even have a kid with dad and this shit like that? And she thinks I'm kidding, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna weaponize that word in our house. Yeah, just so your kids are gonna be fucked up
because like your kids are gonna be fucked up. My kids are like, say, because the way that I grew up, like I wasn't confused. I wasn't there was not, and my mom's fucking an interesting person because she married a black man, and after he fucking ceased to exist, then she started dating a very light skinned Mexican woman because she's always she's just been bisexual her whole life. And she was with her for like almost the vast majority of me growing up until my adulthood, and they recently split. And I didn't have any issues. Nobody fucking made fun of me. No one asked me questions. The only rare time stuff would happen is when people would ask me, they would make comments about the way that I speak, and then I would just have to say, so do you think black people in, let's say, England are supposed to sound like niggas from the South? And they're like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, shut the fuck up. It's just like that simple. It's just letting them know that, like, it depends on where you're from is how you're going to fucking sound.
Nah, bro. I'm going to have all that prejudice in my house, bro. It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be hilarious, bro. It's going to be so funny. It's going to be so funny.
Your kids are so doomed.
Just to make. Dude, I weaponize race to make people. The only reason I care about race, I don't even think it's not a real thing. It's not even a real concept. But I use that shit to make people feel uncomfortable every time I can because they allow me to. And if they allow me to, I'm gonna do it. I don't care about the way anyone looks. Period. I don't give a shit. But I love making people feel uncomfortable when they give a shit. It's fucking dynamic, bro.
Right.
And with that evil villain speech being said,
I just want to say one thing before you just end it. I just saw something funny on Twitter.
What is
maybe
it?
A couple hours ago.
Is it more of the?
No, not that. No, I didn't see. No, this was before we even recorded the podcast. I just want to say that to your point. At the end of the day, I feel like almost nobody really cares because even the most racist people, like there's this guy that this chick, she shared a picture. A delicious booty, but I'm talking about darker than you. She was darker than you.
That's dark, bro.
Like very dark.
That's dark.
But just fantastic behind though. And the reply said, "I'm racist, but damn, it's like at the end of the day, these people just know. At the end of the day, they're like, I've been taught that this is some fuck shit, but." I would fuck that shit out of this person.
Look,
of course you would.
I have all these problems. I wear fucking bed sheets and go to meetings, but hey, man, some good pussy will change my mind right quick.
Everyone, bro. And that's it.
All right.
That's the show.
If you like what you heard today, please consider supporting us on patreon.com. Sponsoring. Please consider supporting us on patreon.com/the Snark Tank. $1 a month, you get early access to every episode and access to bonus solo episodes, which Chris's will be up hopefully by Monday morning. We want to have Chris's up. So when you guys are on free feeds, you guys should be hearing that and seeing it at the same time. And then mine will be done very soon. I'm probably going to look at the questions tonight and choose ones I'm going to answer. And then $5 months, your questions read on the show. $10 months get you early. I get you access to our Discord server. That's one payment, and you're done. Yep. You're in. You're there. You get to lounge with all the other snarkies. And $25 gets your name dyslexic read at the end of the show, which Chris will now do.
Tevin DeBlack, the guy who met Keith David dressed as a plague doctor at CreepyCon. Because every time I drive, I make a rhyme. I damage my right eye more than 9 times 99. What the fuck are you people doing? The mall Santa shit and died while I was on his lap. Daddy Ratty is here to impale mages and fund discrimination against fantasy minorities, and he's all out of money. Dickolodian. Derek, what do you think about Vegas house show scene? Follow my band at Toybox Band for... Sam, I shot JFK Ramey, Black Alley N Pass dealer, Kawaii in the streets, Subarachi in the sheets. Jesus Christ. Oh, my eyes are killing me, man. Gonna make like Taco Bell and Baja Blast my brains out. Wait, just remembered something. Nice guy, nice. Nigger, you gonna, really? Jesus Christ. Kumehameha? Sucks. Mitch McConnell's tortoise shell. Fuck you, Steve. Your brother is better than you. Board Burger. Saint Maxi. Can you please get my friend Brandon to pay his taxes? He is literally evading them. This isn't a joke. Help. Rusty Cage's epoxied rat. Talos. Valkyran. Apothecary of the First Claw, 10th Company, 8th Legion. Alsta Wall. No, you didn't say it right. Chris, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. My question is on the thread. What the fuck? Avi, I became a patron and spent $25 not to be able to come up with a clever name. Duncan, master of all things cute and funny. Wage Slave 583. 2 years already, huh? Fuck. Steven, where's the brandy? You talk a lot of big game for someone with such a small truck. Dead Inside, Arcane Furukawa, Shrinkus Finkeldunk, the Warlock who is using transversive steps. And $25 gets you a femboy BFF who is definitely not joking about sucking your dick unlike your bros. Befriend a femboy today. Sweeney, it's okay. My girlfriend isn't real either. I have PPSD, Ryber 525, and the mystery of the sudden uptick in tomboy appreciation. Racists, Snake, 10 hours of Spawn saying Malboja, relaxing sounds for stress relief, meditation, deep sleep. I sexually harassed the HR department, and now they don't know who to report to. Look up Polish Drake and thank me later. Tell him Steve Dave, Antiphus Maximus, host of Mussolini's Pinata Party, when magical little conservative gnomes need somewhere to sit, they cast Bench Apiro. That sucks. God is dead because Travis Scott killed him. John Strickland, Big Boo Sniggins, Mercs 1889. Downey McFrowny, NFT of Sweeney's imaginary girlfriend. Cayman Cider, nice. The First Church of Keith David, may the smooth, dulcet tones of his voice guide you in the new year. Goops McKenzie, return from the fart pits of unemployment. I work at a hospital and saw a guy explode like a balloon in an OR. His chest cavity was literally deleted. Drunken Doulahan, Pre-Roz, Pilot the EVA, Sweeney, Cum Man, the Man of Cum, Blake896, Mario spreading his asshole live on Twitch while also watching MasterChef, The Epic Oshawott, Fucking Kill Me, Hey Boss, my 78 male sister and 17F I have not gotten along with. She told me to call me spying. I don't know. Listen, man. I don't know what the fuck I don't know what this is. Was this a Reddit? Oh my god. Ryan Lucchesi. Headset on. Wife beaten. Minorities oppressed. Oh yeah, it's gamer time. Sloshy Scout. Atrasoni. I got pussy on my mouth. Pussy in my face. Depending on the nationality, I get a different taste. Tom Sweeney, the atrocious alien fucker. Antifa Sarkeesian. Lord of Autism and High Priest at the Church of Asian Keith David from Cloud Atlas. By the way, all of your favorite directors signed a petition to free Roman Polanski in 2009. Hard Hat Skydiver, Alaskan Oilfield Trash, Marcus Shorten, Vladdy, put it in spankin' Ukrainian octogenarians. I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Nikki Ziggy, of course. Game Controller 25, Murder Ascended, Sandy Cheeks, the kind of girl to swear SpongeBob to get... What? Sandy Cheeks, the kind of girl to wear SpongeBob as a strap-on and use his nose to peg Squidward. I just wanted to make you read that comment. Lobotomized Jesus and his merry band of figure nuggets. 1 meter long fetus. The only stick I touch is While driving is my penis, parentheses, I masturbate while driving. Hiroshima spicy mushrooms, dummy thick Dave, I give it a 9.5 out of 10. It's a pretty nice cock. Sweeney's clown pussy goes honk honk. I, Christopher Raymond Maldonado, masturbate, blah, 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 blah. I like to, what are you fucking saying? Kingston's secret fursuit. Yummy, 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 come inside my tummy. Jackson Absage, badly brave. Hugger Derek, the movie theater manager. Aetherian. Chris, gave my Virginian hunting ass. All hands on dick. I will continue my hatred against Rangers. Just try and stop me with your hunter's mark. Signed, a Hexblade Warlock Supremacist. Richter 86. And as always, King of Haphazard. Your names all suck. Bye.
早上好，中国！现在我有冰淇淋，我很喜欢冰淇淋。